Welcome Aquarius to your reading for the month of June 2025. This is for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus signs, and it is a general reading, so please take what resonates and let the rest go. Let's see what's happening for you this month, Aquarius. We're looking at your general energy, your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events, and your advice. Spirit is in the room. So, in your general energy, Aquarius, we have the Queen of Wands. You are feeling full of energy. You're feeling passionate, you're feeling like taking action, you're feeling spontaneous, you're feeling larger than life, very outgoing, very confident. I mean, there's no fear about anything here. It's like bring it on kind of energy. People are noticing you this month, Aquarius. You're making an impact. The Four of Pentacles is in your opportunity. There is an opportunity here for you to just keep a lid on it a little bit, okay? I feel like you're a party popper. That's the image I'm getting, is someone going bang and you're the stuff that comes out, which is hard to control. And I get that. You can't really control the rate that comes out. But there is something here about you just need to maybe not censor yourself, I wouldn't say, but I think it's more about self-preservation. There might be, first of all, you don't want to burn out, okay? You don't want to have a huge amount of energy and then be that empty party popper. But it's also about being careful that you're not creating any problems along the way. It's just obviously enjoy the energy, absolutely embrace it, but just try and keep a logical head on your shoulders at the same time. The Three of Pentacles in reverse is in your challenge. So this could be, I mean, whatever the situation is, whether it's to do with work, whether it's to do with friendships, whether it's relatives, whatever it is, there's definitely an element here of other people not appreciating your positivity, or your energy. People aren't getting it. That's what I'm picking up from this. It's like everyone's sort of standing, not everyone, but there's a couple of people standing back and scratching their heads a bit and talking amongst themselves. Maybe it's because for some of you, you've just come out of a period of quiet or being reserved or being slightly withdrawn, and now pow, you're like, and people are probably going to be thinking, is Capricorn all right? Sorry, is Aquarius all right? Is Aquarius all right? Have they been drinking? Yeah, I just think it's probably such a contrast to how you have been possibly recently. Not that you should have to explain yourself at all, but just be prepared that some people will be a bit dubious. The Page of Swords reversed is in your unforeseen events. I feel that there could be a breakdown in communication with someone going on here. I don't know why. I mean, it could be you. It could be you that's deciding to not communicate with someone. Swords energy would be you, Aquarius. Maybe it's for some of you that you've been trying to communicate with someone, but you've not been getting anywhere, and now you're just saying, that's the end of that. I'm not going to bother trying anymore, and that's okay too. Whatever it is, it's unexpected. You weren't expecting to be dealing with that, but I don't feel it's negative. But we'll see what happens with the clarifying cards. In your advice is the Two of Swords reversed. It's interesting because it's the Two of Swords reversed is saying, I was going to say the Two of Swords reversed is saying there's no great decisions to be made here, but then maybe there is, and you're not seeing it, or you're deliberately avoiding it. Let's find out. Let's do the clarifiers. So, Queen of Wands energy. Clarified by the Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh. And the Sun in reverse. This is a bit manic, Aquarius, to be honest. That Queen of Wands energy in the upright, which is very positive, energetic, fun, passionate, but it's clarified by the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you could flip at any moment. It feels very volatile, and quite it feels volatile, but it also feels vulnerable. It feels like you're in a vulnerable place. I don't know why. The Sun in reverse shows that there's something here that you're not happy about, and you could snap at any moment, is what I'm getting from this, which has put a completely different spin now on the whole reading, Aquarius. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Wands. This is your opportunity, and the Three of Wands. So that Four of Pentacles, opportunity to take control, calm down, breathe, take control. Don't allow this to escalate in the way that it could, because that's what it looks like. It looks like you could go from being Mr. or Mrs. Sunshine to being Mr. or Mrs. Thunder in a second. But the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands is saying, let's just think carefully and plan ahead. It doesn't have to be that way. The Three of Pentacles reversed, which is, there's a lack of support here, which is your challenge. Maybe that's what's made you feel vulnerable or volatile. There's people around you that should have your back and they don't have your back. In fact, it feels like they're talking about you behind your back. The Five of Wands, clarified by the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Swords reversed. This is tricky, Aquarius. This is not how I expected this reading to go. So the Five of Wands is that, it's that gossipy energy, like I just said. It feels like people are all standing around talking about you or your situation. They're making things up. It almost gives me convention type energy as well. Like, what are we going to do about Aquarius? Aquarius is out of control. We have to sort something out. We have to come up with a plan about Aquarius. The Nine of Swords in reverse is how you deal with the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the fear, the negativity. It makes sense now, because what I'm seeing here is that you know what's going on here. You know what they're doing. You know what they're talking about. Maybe they've been discussing you for other reasons, because maybe you've been showing signs of being negative or unhappy, I don't know. So now you've flipped it and gone, right, I'll give them happy, and you're giving them crazy happy, you know. Yeah, it's Page of Swords reverse. So this is where you shut down communication, which is a good thing, I think. It's like there's no good to come of this, I don't feel. It's clarified by the Fool in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's interesting because the unforeseen event here is that I feel like you're going to try and shut down the communication, but the fear from the outside is that you're going to do something stupid. And I don't know what I mean by that, but they think that you're about to do something that you'll regret, with the Fool in reverse. And the Nine of Cups in reverse is... it's almost like you hoped that you would get some kind of fulfillment from cutting yourself off from someone or some people, and you don't get that from it. You don't feel any kind of fulfillment. It's just empty. It's vacuous, but it forces you to have to think about things that you would have avoided otherwise. It's like you now have no other choice but to spend time by yourself and think things through, which is a good thing. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords. Sorry, the Two of Swords reversed is clarified by the Three of Swords and the Six of Cups reversed. You've been through a lot worse than this, Aquarius. In fact, the way you're dealing with this now is already miles better than you would have dealt with it in the past. And I think you need to give yourself credit for that. I think in the past you would have totally reacted differently. I think you would have been much more explosive, reactive, maybe even... you may have been plotting some kind of revenge by this stage, whereas actually the way you've dealt with it is absolutely fine. I mean, yeah, okay, you've gone through, I'm going to give them crazy, happy, manic person, but that's really your revenge. It's not because you are being crazy, happy, manic person. So the Three of Swords is... when I said the Two of Swords in reverse in your advice is it that you don't have to make a huge decision, so stop worrying about it? No, this is about you do have to make a decision, and there is no avoiding it, unfortunately. And it is painful. It is a painful decision that you're going to have to make. No matter what you decide to do, it's going to be difficult, but you have to go through it. The Six of Cups in reverse is saying, look back. Think about what you've been through before and make sure that you are understanding where this decision sits on that scale, because it's nowhere near what you've been through before, and try and put it into perspective, Aquarius, and you will find it easier. So yeah, I'm not going to waffle on anymore. If anyone is interested in booking a live reading with me, if you can bear with me, because I'm making changes to my booking schedule, I'm recreating a new booking page, but you can reach out to me, revelationtarotgb@gmail.com, revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. You can reach out to me and I can give you all the details of my live readings, like price, how they work, and then hopefully I'll be taking bookings again by the beginning of next week. So thank you guys, as always. Thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement and your engagement that I return to you tenfold. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the journey.